Hey everyone, so we've got another Inariel Legends Dragon Wars video, and today I'm bringing you a Realm of Clouds guide. This is a tower type system that they have in this game, which I think the rewards are pretty good. The issue is most of the rewards that are really good are towards the end of this tower, and it's very, very hard. But it's meant to be something that you slowly progress in. So, I think it goes all the way up to floor 150, maybe? It does. It goes to 150. And as you can see, the reward at the end is 2 of these collection recruitment tickets, which is, one of the best items in the game, considering the best heroes are the only way you need those tickets to summon those heroes. It's the only way to actually get them. It's through that collection recruitment summon. So if you're able to farm those tickets, you certainly want to try and do it because, heroes like Benson and Hoi and Grace are just really, really strong. So, yeah, you eventually want to strive to try and beat this every week. So this is something that resets every single week. You have 6 days to progress as far as you can within this tower, and then it'll reset on it'll close on Wednesday. You'll have a day for it to do some kind of calculation, and then on Friday during the reset, it then resets and it goes into a different rotation, and that's what we're going to be talking about today. So as you see right now, we are on the Dark Moon Pillar. These rotate between Electric Bolt, Gray Sun, and Radiant Beam. So the enemies rotate as well as some of these specific mechanics rotate each week. So what those are is, as you see here at the bottom right, it says the Dark Moon Pillar is teaming with monsters. Deploy and develop elemental heroes will play a key role in this trial. So what a lot of these stages end up having are a lot of floors that have tons of really small minions that don't do a whole lot of damage, but because there's so many of them, if you can't kill them in a short amount of time, or if you don't have heroes like the elemental heroes that they suggest, which are AoE heroes, you're going to have a pretty tough time. So this is actually a boss stage where you need 2 teams, and on the second team here, see, it's recommending that you use elemental heroes because those elemental heroes actually deal 50% additional damage. This is something that they'll throw into these Pillar of Cloud rotations each week. And this week it is elemental, which tends to be the weakest of the classes. Right now, you really only have like one good hero. At least I do. With my server rotation, I should be getting a better hero next reset, which is in 2 days at the making of this video. But Baldur is really the only, extremely strong elemental hero, and he is completely pay to win. You have to farm up these shards through events, or you have to buy them, which is your first copy, which is kind of annoying, to be honest, the fact that they do that, but you get schmucks like me who end up purchasing him anyway, so I guess I can't really complain. But yeah, the reason why I want to go over this today is just to make you guys aware of a couple things, because I think it is the best location in the game to actually farm up exclusive weapon coupons consistently, which is kind of hard to come by. These are a lot more rare, in my opinion, than diamonds or the limited recruitment tickets for heroes. The exclusive weapon ones are definitely a little bit rarer, in my opinion, but they are almost as important, maybe even more important than the heroes themselves, because it just unlocks a whole bunch of different things for your heroes if they have their exclusive equipment. But anyway, that's why this is kind of important. So right now, I'm on stage 78, and as you see, for the week, I've already gotten 2,600 gems, which equates to 10 summons, right? If you spend 2,400 gems, you can get 10 summons on a hero banner, and I've got 8 exclusive weapon coupons. I also have some ores to level up my weapons, and then I have some other recruitment tickets, as well as some battle certificates for talents, and then also some skill codexes for my super rares, and then also some AFK awards in Stardust, Experience, and Gold. So it's pretty nice rewards. And then on top of that, if you can progress pretty far, every single week, based on your ranking, you're going to get more exclusive weapon coupons or gems. And they also have a cross server where they pair you up with, 1 or 2 other servers where you'll be going up against other people, and you can also get these universal shards to eventually, evolve some of your heroes even further. So that's why it's a nice little game mode. So in regards to how to progress the most on this, the most obvious thing to do is for sure pay attention to what this specific pillar is when it comes to the rotation that you need to specialize in those heroes. And you might not be able to progress very far at first because, let's be honest, the game right now is in its early infant stages. The, hero pool is pretty lean. So, your choice of heroes in your roster isn't going to be extremely deep. And game modes like this tend to require a deeper roster. So this is something that over time you're going to eventually progress in. I don't think I'm going to beat stage 150 probably for 6 months, I would guess. I'm hoping to get up to stage, 120 or something in the next 2 to 3 months. That'd be really nice. But yeah, that's something that you have to build up to over time. But like I said, the very first tip is for sure watch out for what the pillar is specializing in. So elemental heroes here is what you need to have a roster in, and we've already gone over that it's one of the weaker ones. Also, on specific stages, like boss stages, it'll show you the recommended classes that they want you to use. It kind of guides you on what is going to work on the floor. I'm not going to tell you that it's the most concrete advice, because it won't be. There are times where it says, use warrior heroes, and while I do bring a warrior hero or two, I will also bring an elemental hero, because there is also a couple, waves where there's a lot of enemies, so I'll still need an elemental hero. And on the second wave here, it's telling me to bring elemental heroes, but I also see some really big, hard-hitting monsters where I'm going to need a tankier hero as well. So it's not just like, okay, bring a whole bunch of elementals and you're going to pass the level. But it will help you understand or help you get, I guess, some kind of maximized damage out of your teams, because you can't ignore these little caveats that they have at the top right corner, where your elemental heroes deal 50% more damage. That is a huge boost. Same thing here. Your warrior heroes deal 25% more damage. So why not take advantage of that, right? So that's certainly the first thing that you should be paying attention to, is what is your tower specializing in, and try and utilize your strongest characters in that class that they're recommending. Now, the second thing that I highly recommend you do is, and I know reset timing is going to be different depending on your time zone or where you live, but as soon as this resets, what you want to do is you want to rush as many floors as possible as you can, because every time you beat a stage, you'll get some of these crystal shards. And these crystal shards can be used in this holy crystal matrix down here at the left, which actually give your team a bunch of different boosts, throughout this tower. So they give you more health, they give you more attack, they give you, additional damage reduction or armor or bonus damage. All of those things are really important. But the reason why I want you to rush as soon as this game mode starts is because one of the first things that are available to you is this matrix called Blessing, where it increases your talent point rate by 4% when you're AFK. If you see down here in the bottom left, you can get additional crystals every hour, depending on how far you've progressed. And if you have this talent, you're able to achieve and get more of these crystals over time, which allow you to unlock more of these blessings. So the very first thing is you rush through as many floors as you can until you can unlock this blessing. After you do that, you don't really have to rush as much because there isn't another one of these. This is the only one. But the more you progress, the more of these you'll actually acquire per hour. So if you see down here, mine is 334. If you haven't progressed as far as I have in this tower, which is level 78, this number is probably smaller for you. So you're not going to be able to get as many of these blessings. The main reason why that is important is not only just because of these, but on this far right side here, you see there are these special kind of matrices that really, really increase the amount of floors that you can push because they provide you with an ally unit or they provide you with additional damage. Where with this tower, because it's like an AoE elemental specific, they give you this blizzard matrix, which summons 2 blizzards, it deals damage to people, and it also reduces their armor for 5 seconds. And if you keep leveling it up, you can increase the amount of damage that it does, you can decrease the amount of armor that they have, all of those things. Extremely important. Same thing with the tank protection. This gives you an ally unit, which is really important for a couple reasons. One, it's another hero for the enemies to kind of target, which is always beneficial. You'll have a lot of heavy hitter heroes in your back row, and if you have an additional ally, it gives your heavy hitters a little more time to try and take out some of these bigger units without them focusing on, your single target DPSs like a Betty or something like that. So that's why that's really important. Really rush those floors, get this first blessing to make sure that your shards are generating at a higher rate than the people that you're competing against. You have to get all of these blessings first before Blizzard and tank protection actually open up. But when they do, I'm telling you, you're going to be able to progress very, very far. The fact that I got to 78 is already further than last week. So last week's tower pillar, I only got to stage like 62. So already within 1 week, because I was able to rush at reset, I was able to get this, and I've already unlocked level 3 of both of these, which have allowed me to progress, 16 more floors. And it's in a, week where the elemental heroes are the main piece, and my elemental heroes stink. So you can also get this far if you follow some of these, plans. That's honestly all there really is to it. You need to kind of understand some of the mechanics. You can look at some of the cleared teams here. If you're in the front, you're not going to have them. I don't have anybody that I can look at because I'm the farthest ahead. But it does show you some of the boss's skills, which aren't great, but you kind of just have to, I guess, understand the game a little bit before you go and progress extremely far. Like, if you don't know what any of these heroes do, if you don't know, that you need to bring someone tankier because they do a lot of damage, but they're slow, you need to stun them, all of those things need to be worked out by you just playing the game. But if you follow those couple little hints that I gave you there, just follow kind of what the game's giving you and then rush those matrices to try and unlock these side matrices as fast as you can, you're definitely going to progress, okay? Short and sweet video today. I think that's the key piece, is just understanding what pillars are specializing in each class, and then also to rush the matrices, okay? I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys learned something here today, and that's basically all I got for you. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.